Over the summer a bunch of friends of mine and I went to this guy's lake house to get away from our North Carolina homes for a while. We drove out and when we got there, we bought a bunch of pool noodles from the Walmart. We're all 18 to 22, so we wanted to kinda relive childhood I guess and get kids toys. You know how you could put water in the pool noodles, and blow in one end and shoot water out the other end? Well, we started playing this game where we would have two people blow into each end at the same time, and whoever had the weaker lungs would get blasted in the face with water. After a couple goes at this, I had won most of the rounds since I'm a 19-year-old choir kid fighting smokers, but I started to feel lightheaded. With my round against my friend Laura, I felt something pop in my head and that's the last thing I remember. Apparently, the reason my friends didn't see me go under is because she started screaming about being lightheaded, but they soon noticed I was gone and started kicking around for me. We were out really deep, and I sunk like a rock. All I remember is everything was brown, and then really white. There was a man with an Indiana Jones hat, who did nothing but stare at me. I don't know if this was God, or Indiana Jones, but whoever it was, wherever I was with me. The next thing I remember, my friend Brian was on top of me and I threw up mud and water all over the ground. They had pulled me out of the lake. I was shaken up, but I didn't make a huge deal out of it since I was safe. We all decided to go back home that night. The next morning I got up for work and went to the bathroom. I had the biggest headache in the entire world, and could barely see. I could feel my heartbeat in my head. I looked over at the mirror, and the entire right side of my head was purple. I called for my mom, and lost consciousness. The rest is according to her. She rushed me to the hospital in an ambulance where they announced me dead on arrival. I had burst a blood vessel in my head blowing into the noodle, and had a slow brain bleed. I was dead for approximately 10 minutes. They kept trying to revive me. For this part, there was no man again. I don't remember anything but black, and eventually got activity in my brain and heart I guess. According to my parents, I was fully awake at 11 a.m. that morning, but the first thing I can recall is sitting in my dad's red reclining chair at 7 p.m. that night with a bowl of chili in my lap. All the hours before that are a blur, like coming back from getting your wisdom teeth out. My mother has a death certificate for me and a toe tag which she keeps in my baby book, as a memory of what almost was. I can prove this happened if you want. I'll leave a comment of the huge get well soon card my friends made for me upon release from the hospital. I passed out in a lake blowing into something, saw a man looking like Indiana Jones surrounded by white. Went home after friends saved me, burst a blood vessel in my head and was dead for 10 minutes until revived at the hospital. I was maybe 10 years old and I woke up in the middle of the night to see a man standing in the doorway of my bedroom. He was dressed in what looked like some old army outfit. I was too young at the time to know what he was wearing, but I'll get to that in a minute. He just stood there, looking at me for a few seconds, then began looking around the room. After a minute he walked away. I thought at first it was my father. I got up to see what he wanted. But when I looked out into the hallway, no one was there. I made my way to my parents' bedroom where I found my father fast asleep. I didn't really think anything of it and went back to bed. About a week later I told the story of what happened to a friend of mine. His grandfather, who was the town historian, overheard and began telling me the story that my house was used as a Union hospital during the Civil War. About 15 years before my family moved into the house, a psychic was called in because various previous occupants noticed the same thing. The psychic said there was a spirit in the house of a Union soldier in the house, which explained the odd attire. He was informed that his brother was in the hospital and was trying to find him. But the soldier died of wounds he sustained in battle before he was able to locate his brother. His spirit still haunts my old home, trying to find his brother. Never found out what happened to the brother though.